Hi everybody, it's Becky with Life Keys Energy, and for tonight's yoga flow you're going to need 2 blankets, potentially a strap, and possibly a block. But instead of starting seated or laying down like we usually do, we're going to all go ahead and start standing. And I know when I stand up you're not going to be able to see my face for a moment, but that's okay. Give me 2 minutes of talking and you'll be able to see me again. So everybody standing up. Bringing those feet hips distance apart and just start to rock from the balls of the feet to the heels, back and forth. And then slowly start to slow down that rock and come into some stillness here. See if you can start to evenly distribute your weight between both feet. And then see if you can start to evenly distribute the weight between each toe individually, so that all 10 toes have the same amount of pressure. Then add a soft bend to your knees. And see how this stance feels to you right now. Does it feel safe? Does it feel rooted? Does it feel secure? Does it feel like if somebody came and tackled you with a great big hug, you could stand here? Or does it feel like you're going to get knocked over? If this doesn't feel safe and secure, you don't feel rooted, maybe try bringing your feet out a little wider. See if maybe a wider stance makes you feel more secure. If that's not the ticket, maybe see if a more narrow stance is your jam tonight. Just notice and play. And then after you find your stability, and you're feeling pretty good about this position, we're going to hinge at the hips. So we really don't want the rounding to come from here. We're going to come from the hips, fold forward, forward fold. It's okay if your hands don't touch the floor right now. We're going to bend the arms at opposite elbows and hang on to opposite elbows. And then start to release all the tension out of the neck. Can you shake your head? Yes. Can you shake your head? No. Can you start to feel the security of the ground beneath you? Can you feel that firm foundation? And then can you start to let the stresses of the day, of the nation, of the world, flow out of the crown of your head into Mama Gaia? It doesn't mean that it's not significant, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. It just means for right now, for this hour, we're going to take care of ourselves so that maybe we can go take care of somebody else. Can you visualize the pain, the angst, the exhaustion, the frustration, the confusion, the anger, the rage, all the things? Can you see it flowing out of your head? Can you watch it come out of the body? Making room for what we want to cultivate more of. When I got quiet this morning and I started to think about this class, I started to look up quotes, and it seemed like this morning all I could do was cry. Like, that's all that was happening. And the quote I found says, "Crying is good for the soul. It means something needs to be released. And if you don't release the something, it just weighs you down until you can hardly move." It's a quote by Erin Entrada Kelly. I'm going to encourage you through this practice tonight to use your breath to release any emotions that float to the surface. I'm going to invite you to find all the comfort that you need in every pose so that you feel completely safe, supported, and secure. We're going to hang out here together for 3 more deep breaths in ragdoll. Releasing. And then release the arms. Put a great big bend in the knees. And roll up vertebrae by vertebrae with the head being the last to rise. Take a moment. Notice how you're feeling here. We're going to grab our blankets and go ahead and have a seat. So I have 2 throw-sized blankets with me. And I'm going to roll them together to make a little burrito. Pup is not approving of me taking my yoga blankets back. He believes that they are his for his nesting pleasure only. So once you get this little double burrito, or maybe you're using your bed pillows. I was told some people don't have throws at home, so maybe they're using bed pillows here. We're going to come into supported balasana, supported child's pose. So we're going to bring the toes together and the knees out wide. Bring the hips back to meet the heels. You'll take your burrito, bring it in between the legs, and placing the belly down, you're going to turn the cheek to either side. Let the shoulder blades start to round here. Soften that space between the shoulders. And start to take some deep breaths here. Closing your eyes. And as we hang out here in child's pose, getting quiet, take a moment to set a sankalpa or an intent for tonight's practice. This is your practice. Make it personal. And as we're here in one of my favorite kind of reflective poses, I was reminded this morning of one of my favorite Carl Jung quotes, and it says, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." So where are we being offered the opportunity to understand ourselves just a little bit better? No judgment, no condemnation, no shame, understanding. Where can we understand ourselves just a little better tonight? It might feel good to turn the cheek to the other side. If this is feeling open and not grounding, it might feel a little more grounding to bring the arms back to the side. Doing what's right for you tonight. Slowly deepen your breath. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders and push yourselves back into a modified hero's pose. We're going to leave the bolster just like it is, but we're going to move our bodies. So we're going to come into reclined spinal twist supported. So we'll bring our hip right up to the edge of our little burrito. Your legs have lots of options here. They might be stacked, they might be staggered, you might straighten the top one. It's literally whatever feels best on this lower body and in through the hip. What's important is we'll lift up through the spine, create the space in the spine and twist. And then place the belly down on to the bolster and turn the cheek to either side. Notice what feels best. And closing the eyes, settling in here. take a moment here. Check in with the body. Can you make your body 10% more comfortable? Is there just a little tension that's ready to release? Can you let your bones get just a little heavier? Bringing the hands back underneath the shoulders. Push yourself back up to a seated position. So we're going to leave the bolster just like it is, but we're going to come into this pose on the opposite side. So turning the body around so that your other hip is connecting to your burrito. Play with the legs, see which one feels right for you. Lift up through the spine, twist over the burrito, and placing the belly down, turning the cheek to either side. Once again, checking in with the body. Seeing if you can release any more tension. Slowly deepen the breath, bringing the hands back underneath the shoulders. Push yourself up to a seated position. We're going to take our burritos and unroll them and separate them back out. So we'll need one to use as a blanket in a little bit. And the other one, we're going to go ahead and roll up into its own single burrito. And that single burrito come up at the top of the mat, about a third of the way down the mat. Now, some of us like to use blocks as pillows. I've been told some people don't even like to use pillows in this pose. It's purely yogi's choice. We're going to go into the Kelly and we will hold it for about 3 minutes on each side. So there's a couple of ways to do it. The supported version of the Kelly is taking the bolster, bringing it a third of the way down the mat, and it goes, your chest will go over the bolster. This gives you a little bit more room when you cross the arms like so, and then you can lower the head down onto the block. So here's the first option. Toes will point in. If that option doesn't feel good, you're welcome to take the burrito off the mat and come into this without props. One is not better than the other. They're just options. No matter which one you choose, whatever is right for you, start to moosh those hips, moosh, moosh, moosh. Release any tension that you're starting to find in the low back. And breathing into that back heart space. Slowly deepen your breath. You're going to take the arm that is behind, uncross it, and re-thread it onto the in front, reversing the cross of the arms. Moosh the hips, moosh, moosh, moosh. And see if you can deepen that breath just a little bit more. Slowly deepen your breath. Uncross the arms. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and push yourself back into a closed balasana, a closed child's pose. Taking some deep breaths here. Bringing those hands back underneath the shoulders, pushing ourselves back up. So we're going to find our backs. You might want to have your strap handy. You might want to have a block handy. It all kind of depends. So coming down onto the back, we're going to bring one ankle to the opposite thigh. Flex the foot to protect the knee and energetically drive that knee away from the body. First, we're going to pull the navel back towards the spine. Inhale the legs up. Wrap the arms around the bottom thigh. Now, this can require a lot of range of motion, and this might not be available to you. That's okay. That's why we have yoga straps. Go ahead and take your yoga strap, your towel, your blanket, whatever. Bring it under the back of your thigh and just hold your legs up like so. Once you've got this leg held somehow, go ahead and anchor both sides of your sacrum or both hip bones down onto the floor. Walk your shoulder blades down your back and anchor the shoulder blades onto the floor. From here, with an elongated spine, hug that ankle a little bit closer to the chest and hang out here for 5 deep breaths. After your 5th deep breath, slowly and with control, Lower your leg back down to the ground. Keeping the feet, keeping the legs just like they were. From this pose, you're going to roll onto the side and plant the sole of the foot onto the ground. Your bent knee on the floor, heel toe that heel a little bit closer to the glutes. And maybe reach down and hold the foot, maybe not. Maybe reach down and hold the back foot, maybe not. Maybe just hang out here. The foot can land on the block if the block is too far, if the floor is too far away. Finding some comfort in that lower body. And then playing with the arms. Maybe the arms come overhead. Maybe they come out in cactus arms. Maybe that's just way too much openness and they come down by the side. Listen to what your body needs. So continuing down my little quote adventure this morning, I found another quote that I found really, really interesting to sit with. And it's by Jose Saramago. I can't even pronounce his last name, I'm super sorry. But the quote says, "Chaos is merely order waiting to be deciphered." What happens if we stop trying to put labels on everything and stop trying to put things into cute little containers and boxes? What happens if we just sit with it? What if it's just chaos is waiting to be deciphered? I think sometimes we make things worse on ourselves, trying to figure it all out. Can we find a space that we can just sit in tonight? Just be. We're going to hang out in this position for 3 more deep breaths. You're going to bring the sole of the foot back onto the ground, bringing the lower body back into the position it started. Switching sides. Bring the opposite ankle to the thigh, flex that foot, energetically drive the knee away. Inhale the legs up, wrap the arms around that bottom thigh, maybe using the strap, maybe not. Anchoring the hip bones, walking the shoulder blades down the back, giving that ankle a squeeze to the chest with a long spine. And planting the sole of your foot back onto the ground. We're once again going to roll over on the side of the foot and plant that elevated foot onto the ground now, coming into a twist. Your bottom heel, maybe you heel toe it a little bit closer to the glutes, maybe you don't. Playing with hanging onto one foot, maybe hanging onto another. Noticing what feels good. Noticing what it feels like to maybe put a block under the foot to lift the floor up to you. And then after you get the lower body all situated, finding what feels right in the upper body today. Breathing in here. Once again, check in with your breath. See if there's any tension that's willing to leave just for a little bit. Once again, deepening the breath. Bringing the legs back to the starting position by planting the sole of the foot onto the ground. Taking your elevated leg, planting it back onto the floor. From here, we're going to start to windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And then dropping both knees down to the left. We take that left bottom ankle and rest it on the top right thigh. Once again, resting that left bottom ankle on the right top thigh. Starting to get some sensation in this hip flexor, the right hip flexor. Take a moment, play with the arms. Find what's comfortable for you. Really taking some deep breaths here. Slowly start to deepen your breath. We're going to take this left ankle that is resting on your thigh and release it back down to the ground. Windshield wipering the knees again several times, encouraging full range of motion, releasing the tension in the back. Dropping both knees down to the right. We'll take that right ankle and rest it on top of the left thigh. Again, taking that right ankle and resting it on top of the left thigh, activating that left hip flexor. Breathe it in here. We're going to inhale. No. We're going to take the top foot, release it back down to the ground. And inhale both knees back to center, windshield wiping the knees a couple more times. Noticing what range of motion is available in the hips, what's available in the back. And then yogi's choice, either make yourself into a small ball and rock up and down the mat, or roll over onto one side and push yourself up. So for our final pose, we're going to take our blankets and bring it lengthwise down the mat. Maybe grab your other blanket to use it as a blanket. You're going to bring your sacrum, your hips right up to the blanket. If you're looking for some more hip opening for these last 8 minutes, you're welcome to bring the soles of your feet together and open up the knees, or just straighten both legs, whatever feels best. Covering up. We're going to lay down and allow both shoulder blades to drape over your blanket. The arms will open out nice and wide like a T, unless you would like to bring them up over the head in a diamond shape. Starting to rock the legs, letting the legs get heavy here. Letting the toes flop out. Mushing the hips, mush, mush, mush. Releasing any last tension that's stubborn and doesn't want to go. Letting the shoulder blades drape over your burrito. Feeling the back of the hands, the hips, and the shoulders all connect. Starting to check in with yourself. See if you can make yourself 10% more comfortable. We've got about 4 more minutes here. I encourage you to let your body be heavy. Let your breath be steady and rhythmic. Let the mind space and heart space be at rest. Slowly deepen your breath and start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bringing the arms up and over your head for full body stretch. Taking up as much room as you possibly can from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. Rolling over onto one side, coming off your burrito. Pausing there for just a moment. Bringing to mind one thing that you love about yourself. One thing that you're grateful for right now. And offering yourself just a moment of gratitude for taking time to practice tonight. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, push yourself up to a seated position. I know it's late and we're tired, but I'm going to invite you to bring both hands to your heart, not in prayer, but to feel your heartbeat. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes with me or soften your gaze. And just bring your awareness to your heartbeat. That point of connection between us all. Just feel it. Feel the gratitude, the love, the hopes, the dreams, the things that live in this space. The stuff that unites us. And when you're reminded of all the good that is in this world, start to bring to mind your teachers and your gurus, those people who have made a positive difference in your life. And share with them this love and gratitude, perhaps with the mantra, may they be peace, may they be love, may they be joy. And bring to mind and gather into your heart space your friends, your loved ones, your people. And send them this love and gratitude, perhaps with the blessing. May they be peace. May they be love. May they be joy. And bring to mind those people that you don't feel anything for. They're kind of numb. You don't know them. You don't know what makes them happy. You don't know what makes them sad. You actually just don't feel anything for them. And send them this love and gratitude, perhaps with the mantra, may they be peace. May they be joy. May they be love. And today it's really easy to bring to mind people you're out of alignment with. So bring them all to mind. All the labels, all the groups, all the isms, everything. And with as much love and gratitude as you blessed yourself at the end of practice, as you blessed your gurus and your teachers and your friends and your family, send those people all your love and gratitude. With the blessing, may they be peace. May they be love. May they be joy. And stay in this space until you can do it for real. My God, we're just humans. May they be peace. May they be loved. May they be joy. And bring to mind our governors, the president, the senators, the congressmen, the National Guards, the police, all those people who hold power right now, and send them this love and gratitude with the mantra, may they be peace. May they be loved. May they be joy. Because until we all know love and joy for ourselves, we're never, ever going to be able to have it as a collective. And Buddha taught us that if our love and our compassion did not include ourselves, it is incomplete. So sending yourself love and gratitude tonight. Perhaps with the mantra, may I be peace. May I be love. May I be joy. I am so very grateful for the opportunity to practice with each and every one of you. The light in me so very much honors the light in you. Namaste. My closing quote tonight is important to me, so I want to make sure it is heard because I believe it to my core. Most don't know what an impact Mr. Rogers had on my life, but he was one of the safe adults when the world wasn't safe. And Mr. Rogers says, anything that's human is mentionable. And anything that is mentionable can be made more manageable when we talk about our feelings. They become less overwhelming, less upsetting, and less scary. The people we trust with that important talk can help us know that we are not alone. I love you guys. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others.